Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This morning I'm here to talk about my career today. I have an online presentation to show my budget, location, and other important parts of my career. My career is an aerospace engineer for the Boeing Commercial Airline Corporation. The plan for my education is to go to college and get a bachelor's degree at the United States Air Force Academy. I plan to study many design classes, and I will have 6 years of experience flying large cargo planes in the Air Force besides my degree. Aerospace engineers work daily on designing planes, but that is not the only thing I would do in my job. Aerospace engineers work on the design of many things like building spacecraft for companies like NASA. Also, we design supervised production of civilian aircraft for all types of companies like Boeing. We work on military aviation and missiles for defense agencies and national governments. The degree I'm going to receive is a Bachelor's of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering to enable me to work for large companies. I would have to take a multitude of classes to get my degree. From all the design classes, or just how to make a airplane as efficient as possible and not just a giant flying box. My top 3 career choices were first an aerospace engineer, a job that I've always wanted to have since I was young. Next, a commercial airline pilot, where I'll get to travel all the time and visit other countries. Lastly, a physicist, so I could study new theories and create my own about the universe. 3 positive incentives that I have are that, 1, I get to work with many elements of aviation and pursue my dream. Next, I get to work on damaged airplanes and figure out what is wrong with them and how to repair them. Lastly, I get great pay, and usually I get to work near home and don't have to travel far. 3 negative incentives that I have are, first, I get no recognition for what I've done to help design newer, more efficient aircraft. I would maintain the same position for an extended period of time. And finally, there is limited job growth in this career because positions are not growing rapidly. Giving up a commercial pilot was a choice I made because aerospace engineers would make more in terms of salary and have more opportunities that would open up for other careers, instead of me focusing on one singular job. I gave up being a physicist because I would have to go to college and get a PhD degree, which would put me into substantial debt. I used numerous websites to find all the information I needed to figure what career I wanted to follow. Using the ACT's website, I found good colleges for my degree and what classes I needed to get there. Next, I researched on the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics to find what the job is like and what the average pay for people working there is. I used Air Force Academy's website to help me find what classes I would have to take to be able to get my degree, and what I would have to do to be able to be accepted into the academy itself. I use multiple WSU websites because they're a very good college for aerospace and engineering degrees, and what I'd have to spend per year to be able to go there. Trade-offs that I had involved me finding different ways so I could save more money. I won't have any pets, so I could put more money. So I can save more money and put other costs for my monthly payments. Cable TV is something I did not need, so I gave it up so I could have high-speed internet for browsing and Netflix. I chose a cheaper car so I'd have more money for other expenses in my life. My monthly salary is $5,833.33, with the annual being $70,000. This is how I spent it throughout the month, with $925 on housing for my apartment, which suffices split with my roommate. My transportation cost will be $983 for 25 cents for my 2015 Land Rover Discovery Sport and insurance for it. Utilities will cost me $150 per month, with me splitting half the cost with my roommate, and I will have the $45 Walmart Street Talk plan. Taxes will cost me $1,736.27 per month because of how much I make per year. I spend $250 on food for myself per month. Medical insurance will cost $181.06 for a State Farm single man plan. Per month, I'll spend an average of $50 on toiletries because it's the lowest cost needed to maintain good hygiene. $1,512.75 will be spent on discretionary, with $1,067.75 of that going into my savings. I spend nothing per month on school loans because the education at the academy is completely free, but in return for the education, I would have to serve for 6 years in the Air Force. It costs up to $5,833.33 per month, but my estimate guess was that the cost would be over $70,000. My parents' estimate concluded that the cost per month would add up to over $6,000. Due to my income, I pay higher costs in taxes than most people, and I spend more on other parts of my life. In taxes, I spend the most per month, with 30% going there. Next is housing, with 26% of my profit is spent there. Following that, transportation makes up 17% of my budget. And then food is 4% of my monthly salary. Utilities make up 3%, or slightly more than medical insurance, which is also 3%. Finally, 1% is spent on my toiletries per month. My resume states that all the awards, experience, and education I have gained. I received my bachelor's science degree in aerospace at the United States Air Force Academy and my high school diploma at Heston High School. I flew cargo planes in the United States Air Force for 6 years before I worked at an aerospace design company in Colorado Springs. I worked while I was in college as an intern at the Academy's Aerospace and Development. Awards that I received are the Airman's Medal in 2027. Throughout high school, I was on the Dean's High Honor Roll. Through 2016 through 2019, I was a Kansas State Scholar. Also, I was part of the FBLA during that time. Skills I have are teamwork, leadership skills, problem solving, and creative ideas. I have 2 references, head professor of the United States Air Force Academy and my commanding officer while I was in service. My letter of application states why I would be a good worker for the open position at Boeing. Also, it states my advantages that could be used in my work to help produce new concepts of aviation to help planes be more efficient while in flying. My career is an aerospace engineer. For my job, I would like to, in the future, to pursue this career for my life goals. Like Bollinger said, the desire to fly is handed down to us by our ancestors who looked enviously on the birds, soaring freely through space on an infinite highway of air. I would like to thank you all for your time and patience.